Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Star Citizen. Are the developers actually doing anything? There's a question which has cropped up quite a few times over the past year from what I have seen and heard even. And I wanted to address that finally now as I remember and have the time to do so. Because I have made less Star Citizen videos of late. I simply haven't had the time, kind of waiting for the 3.0 update and so forth, but this particular question still keeps coming up from time to time, and it is usually by people who actually either do not have access to Star Citizen or have not really updated their Star Citizen, logged in there and really had a look around. And I'm not talking about just how many new ships are flyable now compared to like 2 years ago or something. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about performance and the little things you don't normally pay attention to when you play a video game. Because I have made videos of Star Citizen since the game really came out for us to do things right, and when it originally came there was nothing but the hangar for us to wander in, absolutely nothing else. Yeah, it's still not the persistent universe we all want. No, it's not a release ready game yet. However, asking if the developers are actually doing something, well, first of all, there is their website and they have their YouTube channel where they make videos and so on to display the progress. Personally, I have always been less inclined on reading, website news and such, because those tend to be oversimplifications and things like this. Patch notes are interesting because usually in patch notes I have exact, very specific details. That's what I am interested in. I'm not interested in the market speech stuff where somebody tells me that this is going well. Well, tell me exactly how well it is going. That's where my interest is. And so when there is a new update, and why not, I tend to update the game, log in and have a feel around. Why do I use the word feel around? Because of late, after certain patches, I had to do 30 frames per second content. There was too many frame drops, dips, in places where there previously were not. I was able to do smooth 60 frames beforehand, and then I couldn't. And right now, again, I can do full 60 frames videos. The game is again smooth as butter. The developers, from my point of view, are doing things. They are doing things on the background, the things they should be doing, making the game ready for us. It might not be very flashy, it might not be very showy for all of you fine folks who don't necessarily load into the game and don't necessarily care about it from content creation point of view or the actual game creation point of view, because there's a lot more to creating a game than just the visuals of it or how many ships have been released to be flown around. However, the fact remains that compared to, let's say, 2 years back, we have come a long way. There is a big part of the universe we can now fly in. Well, let's not call it big part, but much bigger than we had about a year back. We have the whole Star Marine, which unfortunately is a little bit empty. I kind of feel like they should be open to public or whatever. Who knows? Anyway. That is a discussion topic for another video. However, we also do have much improved gameplay. And I mean that. Much improved gameplay. It is not as showy or as flashy as a new big ship on a concept sale or whatever, or flyable now, but it's the framework where all of that flashy showy bits are going to be on top of it, and I'm very happy about that. The faster bugs and glitches are being, squashed at this point in development, the less of them we hopefully have in the released version of the game. And I happily take a little less flashy and showy development time beta test and have a bug-free, well, you don't have bug-free game, but as bug-free as possible game to show for it for us to play once the game comes out. So to answer that question from my point of view as a content creator, as somebody who's really interested in all these little nitty details, yeah, the developers are doing things. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Hopefully this was eye-opening to somebody who hadn't really considered the point